Keir Starmer is hit by the Iranian terror. Now he is trying to run away, and Iran is telling them you lost your head when he goes and complains to them. Hezbollah is doing the double talk. Hezbollah is getting prepared for the war. Mullah Naim Qasim says we'll fight to the end. Hamas doesn't want the disarmament, and they're ready. We are ready to face the war. Israel is all set and ready. They're all locked and loaded. China's double games are there. If I look at the world around us, it is getting crazy. Deal is not going to happen. American military action has started. This is the biggest vessel of Iran, which was coming from China to Iran with a lot of supplies. And if you can imagine, now let's talk about the 600 million barrels of oil. 600 million barrels of oil is a lot of money. I mean, that is the quantum of loss of the oil revenue which the Middle East is facing. And if you multiply it by in 50 days, and if you keep on increasing it, the war continues for another 3 months, you can imagine the quantum of damage these guys are going to have. And how the hell are you going to recover from that loss? There is no way you're going to recover from that loss. So, and this business will ultimately move to somebody else. This business would have moved to America, Russia, or to Canada. But the Canada, there's not a lot of good news. Mr. Mark Carney is saying that the world is in bloom. Canada is adversely hit by the American tariffs. Our automobile, our lumber, and our steel industry is adamantly hit. We used to depend on America for a lot of business, but the things have changed. Americans have changed their point of view about us. So Mark Carney is worried about there. And Israelis have a Isaac Accord. They have done an accord with Argentina. And as you know, Benjamin Netanyahu has cancelled all his appointments for today and tomorrow. So something big is expected to happen today. So now, important to see, will the IRGC retaliate? What will be the Iranian point of view? Will they buckle? Will they go to Pakistan? I think America's tried to use Munir. Munir did the work, but again, Munir could not pull it to the end. They tried to use Shahbaz Sharif. Again, Shahbaz did something, but he could not really pull it to the end. So Shahbaz is fizzling out. Munir is fizzling out. And there's no other country which is negotiating. Carolyn Levitt is completely silent. Trump not addressing the media, things are not good. Trump not addressing the media, things are not good. If Trump is in control of the situation, he will go and address the media. Carolyn Levitt completely silent, no talk from Americans. Marco Rubio, JD, and Pete Hegseth, not a buzz, radio silence. All the indications are which is not silent. London is silent. Completely, Keir Starmer usually is the one who comes up with Israel, as I told you, is preparing for the war. Uneasy calm in Lebanon. That is where I can tell you Lebanon is not looking good. And the people across the region are worried because the economies are shrinking. The blockade is continuing, and the worst case, even after some international help, even after some money coming in from here and there, some crypto money coming in and all that, the maximum regime can last with the blockade is 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Maximum, I'm telling you. My idea is 15 days, but I'm giving you, there's some money which is stacked here and there, some cryptos are here and there, they start coming in and all. But the regime's tenure to last is not more than 3 to 4 weeks. After that, the regime collapses. Regime gets more violent. They are not ready to talk uranium. They are not willing to take Trump's deal. Trump told them, I have a deal. You guys better go and take it. They said, look, we're not interested. We don't want to meet you. We don't want to talk to you. I mean, that's what the regime is saying. And a lot of people want to become martyrs. So, well, that wish will be fulfilled. That is not a problem. But things are escalating. And now the people in Gulf, the countries are saying, we have taken this much of it into business. We don't want this perpetual problem to be there. We want this problem to be settled. Mr. America, go do something and settle it. Well, as if I look at the Brits are clearly of the opinion that the Strait of Hormuz is in a critical state. Things can go out of control, and we have to kind of classify this problem as a international catastrophe. Iran is very clear, this water is mine. I control the water. This water doesn't belong to anybody. This is my sovereign territory, and I'm not going to give you this water. So, and anybody who has to pass through this has to pay money. Well, the UAE has come and said, look, there is no way we can be paying money for passing through international waters. There is no protection fees, but protection fees in Urdu is called Zajia, and UAE uses the word protection fees. They are not using the word Zajia because this might hurt the sentiments of some people, but they're very clear in saying we cannot be paying the protection fees for passing through Strait of Hormuz. That is what they are saying. So things going down, China comes into the picture. Russians are moving out. Zelensky is getting underground. Europe has lost its heads as usual. Argentina has having a pact with Israel. Israel is trigger heavy. Americans are loaded for next 3 months. They're preparing for a big war. Trump will give a go ahead. The Iranian buzzes, we are preparing for war more than peace. We are likely to get war more than peace. That is what Iran is preparing for. They have no hopes that the peace will come. And as I told you, Mr. Gilabaf and all, they're ready to become martyrs. So they've even given up on themselves that we're going to die anyway, which is going to happen eventually. So very dry. India is pissed off with the attack on its ships. We are not retaliating the way Pakistan's magic is fainting, because Pakistan was never supposed to do the magic. Pakistan was supposed to push Iran to agree to American terms, which Iran could see through it. And Mullah Munir, yeah, compliments to me, could break the IRGC into a couple of camps. So Iran is a divided house. And after being hit so hard, they are not even able to attack America. The American military presence in the region is increasing. Cargo planes were landing in Cyprus. They were landing in Paphos. They were bringing more supplies. The ships, the aircraft carriers are fully replenished with food and ammos and all. And US has started hitting. So after the Iranian, that frigate was drowned after in Sri Lankan waters or in international waters. After that, one big cargo vessel has a hole in the hull. And that is what is the reality. So Trump is really walking the talk. And if I've been telling you, you don't mess with Trump. If you think he's like those Barakat Hussain Obama and he's a Mamdani there, no. He's neither a Mamdani there, he's not a Barakat Hussain Obama there. He will walk the talk. You mess with him, he's going to hit you. And the blockade is the best thing. I've been of the opinion blockade is the best thing to cripple the regime. Regime will be baffled, regime will be scattered. They would have nothing to do. And that is how you bring them to the knees. And I completely support the idea of blockade. Blockade is fully legal. There's nothing illegal about it. But what these mullahs have been doing, that will be considered as illegal. That will be considered as violation of the international norms. And you have been doing that for last 47 years. Debt to America, debt to Israel is not acceptable. Debt to any country or civilization is not acceptable. That is the rule. Israel has the right to live. America has the right to live. Everybody has the right to live. And let me remind you, you people are not Iran. You people are not Iran. Iran is beyond you. Iran was before you. Iran will be after you. Persian civilization was before you, and Persian civilization will be long after you're gone and buried. So that is where the situation is. Escalations, military conflict partially starting. Israel is itching their hands. Hezbollah is not going to give in. Lebanon truce, I don't know when it happen. They're going to supposed to be talking on it. There's a date which is supposed to come up. So how will it happen? I don't know. Things really eating up, friends. Things really feeding up. And on Bharat Vichar, we'll keep you updated and as to what is happening. And we'll keep on talking more and more to you. But if you want to ask me, except India, there's nobody else who is doing well. Except India, there's nobody else who is not distracted by this. Yes, our economy is a bit impacted by this. I will have to admit this. But still, we are doing our things. We are going to do our things. The dangerous phase of war, hear me out. The dangerous phase of war is going to start now. You have to be prepared for a dangerous phase of war, which is going to start now. Pakistan's utility is really diminishing. If Pakistan cannot pull this meeting, the utility of Pakistan is zero. And Pakistan will be left out even in the Ummat or the whatever called the Islamic Biradri or the Islamic Brotherhood. And Muslim NATO is shaping up, because that is what Fidana Khan was saying. There are a lot of Muslim countries who cannot defend themselves, so we must have a mechanism of saving them. That is what Pakistan has been saying. Saudi is silent, but active behind this is Qatar has gone silent, radio silence. Jordan, as usual, guarded. Bahrain, Kuwait, as usual, guarded.